It's an
Let's go bang,
Esmeralda.
game
You wouldn't
pertama
really want her over
antara
an expert
Onyx
lane
PH
Brock, so
melawan
I'm gonna lean
Smart
towards
Omega
this
di sini
Arlong
bang
for
ya.
a bit.
What? Wait.
But he's pretty much matured
Let's
at
go.
this point.
We're all just fishes in the sea,
Tiba-tiba
and Nets is catching us. Right on
Ada
cue with a surprise pick here for
Hellcat
Smart
Glamour
Omega.
di sini.
I'm kind of confused on where they would
Glamour
like to
kah?
go with Tingsig,
Ternyata tidak.
especially for a golden Hellcat.
Good lane
Yeah,
ternyata.
especially with the power spikes. Like you're looking at
Lah,
a Yi
miss
Sun
terus.
Shin that wants to farm a lot, and suddenly you have an assassin in the gold lane. Puts a lot of mid pressure for Super Friends too, especially come level 4.
Speaking of mid pressure, this Lucian.
Oh, baby!
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nets.
I'm sorry, Nets, we
Nggak ada
doubted you.
stunnya dong.
We doubted your Hellcat play, but that was
Sayang kali itu pakai
that
flicker
was
dia.
explosive.
That's insane. And I do agree with you, especially with the Deadly Stinger, right? You have that pounce, and you also have this invisibility
Yeah.
against Onyx PH.
And he's just gonna get minions upon minions, use the deadly stingers to potentially get this gold crab as well. But slight 1v1 against Kelra, leaves for the BMI, and he does secure that gold
Kalau ada
crab.
stunnya,
Now it
enak
is
kali dia
level
itu.
4 for both junglers, and now King Kong fails to secure that kill on Haji. First turtle about to come online.
Yeah, we put a lot of focus in the gold lane, but we have to take note that this Lucian had a lot of help with the Grok, freezing the lane with that wall. And then was able to secure himself some farm, but they are not as fast. I think Onyx, just like how we studied them, they are willing to forgo the early game.
Oh wait, that's wild.
Oh, he wasn't able to deny
Okay.
the cart, but
Okay, go
Salto
back.
pertama.
yeah, this is Onyx just starting to ramp up when it comes to the turtle fight.
Yeah, and speaking of turtle fight, here we go for the first one.
Okay, Super Yoshi being pushed off the vicinity
Free.
of this turtle. Might be a first
Turtle
turtle
free.
free here for King Kong.
Yep, easy turtle here for Onyx Philippines, and they didn't even burn his retribution, which means that this could be a potential
Wait.
invade.
Okay, Super Friends going for the Crimson Beacon. There's a jump here for James. Not really maximizing the falling
James?
Star Moon. James might fall down, and the final slash will connect King Kong with the first blood.
Great angle coming in from Ryota,
Oh my goodness.
feeding the kill to
One
King
of-
Kong.
One of his most played heroes, Kelra, up against Netsky.
Oh.
Alah,
What a
nggak kena
dodge.
dong.
That's a miss here. Might be a G and a kill here for Kelra. Think Lunetsky will be able to run away.
Miss gitu loh.
And now
Sayang
just a
kali
little
nggak
bit
pakai
of
stun
lane
dia.
report here. Netsky was able to deny one range minion and one gold cart
And
away from Kelra.
I was actually expecting a Dark Knight Falls during the first turtle take, but I noticed he was just at level 3. So maybe that's why Smart Omega didn't push further to contest the big objective.
Yeah, plus it's really hard to fight against a Lancelot early on, especially with Brusco hitting level 4 as well. And now we are moving on towards a more safe laning phase here for Kelra.
Yeah.
Looking at our Infinix in-game equipment, does he steal this? He does.
Okay.
It's so difficult to take away the gold crab from a Hellcart due to the deadly poison stingers. By the way, Ryota with one of his most played heroes, this Arnott, he looks very comfortable. And how about that angle? For sure, Omega did not expect
Sulit
that.
sih,
And
dari tadi kita lihat.
James was duly punished because of that.
Yeah, very nice
Hellcat
touch
nya
there.
nggak
And
bisa
even for James, touching on the
ngehit
subject,
Kelranya
there was a
karena
bit of miscom,
skill
especially
duanya
after the
sering
way
miss
that he
tuh.
jumped, knowing members of Smart Omega already scattered away.
And slight lead here for Onyx Philippines, but still anybody's ball game. 15 seconds before the second turtle spawns, and this time it's going to be near the gold lane. So that means Netsky could have a better entrance inside with Dark Knight Falls, but that will be a lane frozen for now as we head on towards the mid lane. A potential big fight about to ensue here.
Oh my goodness. Kelra was forced to get out of that lane again. Before the next turtle fight happened, Netsky and Kelra are playing chess down the bottom lane.
It's all about the mind games here, and King Kong making his way here onto the second turtle. As you mentioned, for Smart Omega, they have to get into position. But speaking of position,
Oh, no.
it's going to be a miss.
Netsky.
Final slash here for Ryota. Mino Netsky from the back with a deadly stinger. Will hit no one. Instead, the King Kong will get a kill here onto Super Yoshi.
Karat
Making a
itu.
double kill. But Brusco on the other hand, there's the mighty swing.
Yes,
Deadly
yes,
stinger won't miss out again. A lot of
Good
misses
play.
here for Smart Omega. But James is not missing missing out on the fact that all his attention here for King Kong and Ryota is on him.
And now the turtle hasn't even started yet. Purple buff will be the first target for Onyx Philippines, but here comes Netski
Here
with
you
the
go.
burst out. Then execution out here for King Kong as we head onto the turtle. James will be providing vision here for Omega as the turtle is being danced while Kelra gets a potential turret upstairs.
Okay, there's a slight
ball lagi.
position here
Atas
under
na.
Smart
Ibut Kelra.
Omega. As they try and get the turtle, that's a nice reset here with the
What
return
a
one part
reset.
here for Brusco. Super Yoshi with the I'm offended play.
Oh, wow.
Wolfgang. All
Hey.
connecting on the members of Onyx, but not enough damage. Just pick up damage
Cuma
from
dapat
the back.
drop dong.
There goes King Kong with a puncture. Evening out things here for Smart Omega. They're not letting the turtle after their side.
Oh,
Falling
Wesley.
Starman activated. Dark Knight falls. Reaching on their back.
Oh,
Now
baru
it's going to be
dapat dia.
shut down. Get carry with the bullets. Blazing do it out. And that's going to be it for now for Smart Omega.
Crucial pickoff coming in from Smart Omega. Could potentially go for the turtle, but they do go for the camps first. Omega, even if they did win those fights, I think Onyx, they're still ahead in terms of
Oh,
gold.
for sure. Onyx are going to be happy because of the trades, but Omega are slowly catching up. In fact, that shutdown from Netski is going to be great. This is the first time that Hellcurt was used in the gold lane in the franchise era, indeed.
Okay.
So, last used by Andoryu as a jungler.
Last season.
That's right.
Yep.
So,
Confirmed.
it was confirmed, but that shutdown from Netski gave Omega so much gold influx.
Yeah.
And they also
Kelranya
have the
udah
position
tuker
here
lane.
to actually start and finish up the turtle. But
Sama
very nice reset though for Busco's Earthen Rampart.
Ryota.
And honestly, it also sends a message to Onyx Philippines that
Ryota
every
yang
time
main
the
ternyata.
Dark Knight
Kirknya enggak.
Falls hits, you really can't just put your carries alone. You need someone to peel for these carries, specifically King Kong, because this Lancelot, though, it's really hard to hit those abilities, especially when Thorn Rose is available.
Oh,
kena dua
very
itu.
nice tectonic charge here. James will back down and go down here. Onyx Page, very powerful
Netski.
pick up, but Netski targeting Super
Oh, wow.
Friends.
Langsung
What a
hilang
connection
bos.
here.
Kena ulti
Also,
ISS.
that's going to be a very good pickup here for Smart Omega.
But still, the turtle goes to the hands of
Tapi memang
Onyx
King Kongnya
Philippines.
kalau
That's the
pakai
second
Lancero
turtle of the
ngeri
game.
bang.
Exact. And we will not see a third turtle because of how long that turtle dance was. Good pickup on Super Friends, but does not mitigate the fact that James was picked off. That's a second death on this Esmeralda, giving away so much for Onyx.
And this is really bad if you're Omega, because one of your main tanks is this Esmeralda, and if your Esmeralda can't last more than around 3-4 seconds in a team fight, really beats the purpose of drafting this Esmeralda to begin with. And now for Onyx Philippines, still playing around that 1K gold lead as we enter the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, and even for Onyx Page, they're playing around onto containing where Ryzen could farm, right? And that is actually included under Infinite's keys to victory.
And speaking of containing, Netski was able to contain Kelra for the first 5 minutes of the game in the bottom lane, but there was a brief moment where Kelra was able to get out of the rope.
Okay, and now he's being chased down.
Wow.
It's going to be a powerful setup here for Super Yoshi.
Yeah.
Not
Lah.
moving forward with the
Mau
Phantom
mundur
Slash.
lagi Esme-nya.
Activating King Kong to get
King
off Ryzen. And from the back, making it a double kill. Haji with the rest of the gang will be able to get the pick off, but that is not enough. King Kong is thirsty. He wants more. He wants to go for more blood here. James trying his best to defend the turret, but still for Onyx Philippines, what a great move and pick off on the three
Satu,
members.
dua.
That's a minimum of 8 punctures within the last few seconds of that fight, Wolf.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is why the Lancelot is the superior jungler. So far, we've seen in Onyx, in MPL Philippines, and King Kong especially is one of the best Lancelot players that we've seen all season long. And we are going to see it again in 4K.
Let's count. Let's count.
Let's count it. All right.
How many punctures did King Kong actually
Yeah,
do in this
playing.
fight? Great engage coming in here from Ryota. That's 3, 4.
Four,
Then how many more, King Kong?
5,
2,
6,
7.
7.
And he goes out. That's just 7.
Eight.
No, make that 8, make that 9. You know what? That's
That's
insane. Forces the flicker out of Haji as well. And now we
Yeah.
enter the potential fight for the First Lord.
Yep. And we saw as well, I mean, we have not talked about it that much, but Ryota with that initiation was definitely a fresh new sight for Onyx Philippines
Free ka, di ka,
fans, as the Arlot from Ryota looks to be a very comfortable pick for Onyx.
And that's how you make your presence known here. Concealed play.
Oh,
kena
Control
dua.
pulled over here for Super Yoshi. Dark Knight falls activated. Keller that's delivering the flip.
Oh!
That's going to be enough damage.
James.
Chase through the falling Stormwind. That's a nice layer here for Smart Omega.
no.
Not enough to do
Kelra.
so
Grabe,
much
tiga.
damage as the KK connection still activates.
Here comes King
Super
Kong.
Freeze as well with a super
Yeah,
moves.
masih ada
King
King
Kong from the front and Calra as well. It's going to be a mayday here for Smart Omega. 3-4-2 trade off.
Lalu Lancelot yung selamat tuh.
That already started to be really good for Super Yoshi. I'm actually surprised that Nets did not jump after he popped the
I agree.
Dark Knight Falls. He could have went down to the back lines. It's impossible that they did not have the vision because they both have the Yi Sun-shin and the Hellcurt. They must have the
replay.
superior vision. That was already a
Paldo
good
gelap
start,
loh.
but obviously Brusco with the Grok, good counter play. James also jumped in, but imagine if Netsky jumped to King Kong or to Kelra, things will be different. Unfortunately,
Duh.
some hesitation from the net standard. It was a big disaster for Omega.
I think that hesitation came from the idea as well that he wanted to layer that Terrify as much as possible to the layer that they do have right now.
mati
And
dong.
Super Yoshi just bursted down immediately as the Lord pushes down mid lane. The siege is not over yet. They still have a wave up top.
And that's why you never second guess it. You never doubt if ever you have that great setup. And now for Onyx Page, they're just so sure that they will get the right target. Dark Knight Falls activated. Carry with the blazing to it. A very nice
Yuta.
delivery for the Yoda. But Haji will get the opening to tore him down.
Ang
The
connect,
Deadly
wala ni
Singers
King Kong.
will connect, but not
No
enough
way.
to do so much
Kalau
damage
pakai
build of
Lancelot tuh.
Calibra.
And they're still going to go for the bottom
Serem
lane. But it seems that Omega finally defends their inhibitor turret as the siege ends for Onyx Philippines, now with a 6,000 gold lead. How do we stop the bleeding if you are part of the barangay?
Get a split push with Netsky, maybe have a good jump. And allow Ryzen to just output the damage. I think that Omega should have the superior vision, but it seems like the playstyle of Onyx being very quick on the trigger without any hesitation. Even with Ryota, you saw there wasn't any hesitation at all with the initiation. So
Kecoa
if
ya.
Omega
Nggak
kind of
ada
stops that
seperti-
with their vision play, maybe they can win this.
nggak ada
Looks
ilmu
like they're
pastinya.
not stopping there.
Terus-
King Kong going for that they execute in the Torn Bros.
my
What a play here. What a play with a Sigma jungler.
You know, if you think about it, if Lancelot still run Lethal Ignition,
Yep.
that would have been flicker worthy.
Yep.
But again, that is running the killing spree right now, the standard emblem for the Lancelot for survivability as well. 30 seconds before the second Lord of the game spawns Wolf. It
Yeah.
seems that Omega has no answer so far for King Kong.
Yeah. King Kong's just, dance a lot with the Lancelot, dude. He's like literally connecting all the dots.
Yeah.
Mega.
Well,
Finally dashing.
I wish I could play Lancelot like King Kong, the Sigma jungler. People call me the Ligma jungler.
I'm sorry, I was caught off
No,
guard
stop
there.
itu Bu Lancelotnya.
I wonder who
Farming.
those people are.
My
Semua
friends,
sama dia.
aka you guys.
Of course. Of course.
Sampai
We are about
minion-minionnya.
to go to the second Lord of
Itu
the
dia
game,
semua.
and the Esmeralda will be providing
Siapa
vision
yang
here
jangan
for
kapit itu?
Omega. James in a prime spot, but Onyx Philippines already complete here.
Okay, that might be a free Lord. As other members here for Smart Omega, just too far
Wow.
away.
Oh, it's fast.
Tanpa retri
There
dong.
was a slight attempt, but still that was easily closed up by Brusco as well.
What a very fast day coming out from Onyx, not stopping. Just controlling this game. It's going to be Super Yoshi to pick up the Radiant Armor to kind of last a little bit longer
Yep.
against Super Prince. That's exactly what they need in this game. However, if you're looking at Netsky, he's still waiting for the third item.
N kayaknya nih.
Malefic Roar,
8.000.
actually, to go with this Demon Hunter
Kemudian
Sword.
gol.
And if you are the Yi Sun-shin, you also need your fourth big item here.
Let's see if they have the time to actually close off the gap between them and Onyx.
Yeah, and look at that. BOD locked in here by King Kong. This might just be the biggest push that Onyx has to potentially end this game. All battle spells are complete here for Omega.
Okay, let's see. Founding Chakra
Kita lihat
activated.
King Kongnya.
They're going on to Netsky. On cue, though, he will be
Dulu
able to
kan.
blink away. Onto the bottom side,
Nah,
he will be able
terus,
to clear
terus,
off the
terus.
last bits of minion wave that Onyx has here, marching towards their base. Safe
Wow.
defense here for Smart Omega, and Onyx PH is still at
Yeah.
bay. Whether they will be targeting or picking off members here for the Barangay.
Nice
dia.
sidesteps from James here, but the
Tiga
push
lane lagi.
continues and looks like they're going to go all in. No tectonic charge for now. Brusco still looking for the engage.
Okay, is this a start? There's going to be Ladder Flare Souls there, connected here.
Ooh,
Onto
darong
James,
Lancelot
King
yan
Kong making his way. You have the Tornado Super Yoshi. Put a pull again onto two members. Netsky making drain with a deadly stinger. But for Onyx PH, the damage just too much.
Kena
What a
lagi dong.
tectonic charge with a final slash here, connecting.
Nah,
This might be a
satu gol,
GG
satu
as Sonic Peach makes their way onto
No
our leading
minions.
members here on the Smart Omega. No minions.
Minionnya datang
There is
mulai
our
tengah.
hero we could focus on, and focus is on Clara right now. Super Prince loves his side onto the base. It's going to be a win for Onyx PH
Satu
here on
kosong.
to game number 1.
GG Onyx.
Onyx Philippines.